Have you ever experienced a moment so perfectly timed, so eerily coincidental, that it felt like the universe was sending you a message? Maybe you were thinking about someone, and they suddenly called, or you stumbled upon a book that answered a question you'd been wrestling with. These moments are called synchronicities, and they're more than just random chance. Today, we're diving into the psychology of synchronicity, what it is, why it happens, and what it might mean for your life. The concept of synchronicity was first introduced by Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. He defined it as meaningful coincidences, events that are connected not by cause and effect, but by their significance to the observer. For example, Jung once had a patient who dreamed of a golden scarab. Later that day, a real scarab beetle flew into his office, a rare event in Switzerland. This coincidence helped break through the patient's emotional block, proving how powerful synchronicities can be. But are these moments just random, or is there something deeper at play? From a scientific perspective, synchronicities are often dismissed as mere coincidences. After all, with billions of people on Earth, unlikely events are bound to happen. But psychology suggests there's more to it. Our brains are wired to detect patterns, a survival mechanism called apophenia. This means we're naturally inclined to find meaning in randomness. For instance, seeing repeated numbers like 1111 might feel significant, even though it's statistically common. But here's the twist. Synchronicities often occur during periods of emotional intensity or personal growth. This suggests that our mental state might influence how we perceive and even attract these events. Carl Jung believed that synchronicities arise from the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of human experiences and archetypes. He thought that during moments of synchronicity, the subconscious mind aligns with external events, creating a bridge between the inner and outer worlds. For example, if you're grappling with a big life decision, you might notice signs or symbols that seem to guide you. These aren't just random. They're reflections of your subconscious thoughts and emotions. In a way, synchronicities act as a mirror, showing us what we already know deep down but haven't fully acknowledged. Throughout history, there have been countless stories of synchronicity that defy explanation. One famous example involves author Arthur Koestler, who wrote about a strange coincidence in his book, The Roots of Coincidence. He was researching a rare medieval manuscript and found a reference to it in a book he randomly picked up in a second-hand shop. The odds of this happening were astronomically low, yet it felt like the universe was guiding him. Another well-known story involves the composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He once dreamed of a beautiful piece of music and, upon waking, wrote it down exactly as he heard it in his dream. This piece, known as Eine kleine Nachtmusik, became one of his most famous works. These stories remind us that synchronicities aren't just personal, they can shape art, history, and culture. Synchronicities often happen when we're in tune with our intuition. Think of intuition as your inner GPS. It picks up on subtle cues that your conscious mind might miss. When you're open and aware, you're more likely to notice these meaningful coincidences. For instance, you might meet someone who has the exact advice you need, or you might stumble upon a quote that resonates deeply. The key is to cultivate mindfulness and trust your gut feelings. The more you pay attention, the more synchronicities you'll notice, and the more guidance you'll receive. Now, here's the big question. Are synchronicities real, or are we just projecting meaning onto random events? The answer might be a bit of both. From a scientific standpoint, these events are often coincidental. But from a psychological and spiritual perspective, they hold immense value. Even if synchronicities are all in your head, they can still inspire, guide, and transform your life. After all, perception is reality. If a coincidence feels meaningful to you, then it is meaningful because it changes how you think, feel, and act. So, How can you invite more synchronicities into your life? Start by paying attention. Keep a journal of coincidences and reflect on their possible meanings. Practice mindfulness to sharpen your intuition. And most importantly, trust the process. Synchronicities remind us that life is interconnected, that there's a deeper order beneath the chaos. Whether you see them as messages from the universe or reflections of your subconscious, they're a powerful tool for growth and self-discovery. The next time you experience a meaningful coincidence, take a moment to pause and ask, what is this trying to tell me? You might be surprised by the answers you find. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the psychology of synchronicity, have you ever experienced a synchronicity that changed your life? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that dive deep into the complexities of the human experience.